Hello, Jays Nation! Welcome back to your go-to channel, the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Today, we have 3 jam-packed updates about our Blue Army that have just come to light a few hours ago. The off-season stove is officially burning hot, and the landscape of our team is shifting right before our eyes. If you are a true Jays fan, you do not want to miss these updates because they change everything about how we look at the 2026 season. And yes, before we start the video, I have a small request. If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to smash that like button and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with everything happening at the Rogers Center and beyond. Let's dive straight into the madness. Update 1. Heartbreak in the 6. Bo Bichette exits. Plan B revealed? Alright folks, let's take a deep breath because this first update is a tough pill to swallow for anyone who has followed this core group since day one. We are starting with the headline that has shaken the fan base over the last 24 hours. After a whirlwind of speculation, our homegrown star, Bo Bichette, has officially decided to leave Toronto. Reports confirmed just hours ago that Bichette has agreed to sign with the New York Mets. And the numbers? They are staggering. We are looking at a 3-year contract worth $126 million to lure him away from the Six. Now let's break down that contract because it tells us a lot about where his head was at. This deal carries an average annual value of $42 million per season. That is massive money. But here's the kicker. The deal reportedly includes player opt-outs after both the first and the second seasons. This means if Bo tears it up in New York this year, he could hit the market again immediately. It is a bet-on-yourself deal, similar to what we saw with other stars recently. This news comes as a brutal 1-2 punch for the Blue Jays front office. Remember, just yesterday on January 15th, we lost out on superstar outfielder Kyle Tucker, who decided to head west and join the Los Angeles Dodgers. We were all hoping Tucker would be the big bat to protect Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the lineup, but that dream is gone. So, the burning question on everyone's mind right now is, where do we go from here? We know the front office is not sitting on their hands. Despite the disappointment, the Blue Jays have had an impressive offseason, already committing significant money to build a winner. But losing that Bichette bat leaves a gaping hole in the infield and the heart of the order. However, there is a new name gaining serious traction as the pivotal Plan B. According to Toronto Star baseball columnist Mike Wilner, the Blue Jays need to immediately pivot their aggressive pursuit toward the other big-name free agent left on the market, former most valuable player and outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Wilner pointed out on Foul Territory that Bellinger stands out as the next best fit, especially since the front office was already so laser-focused on acquiring a premium outfielder like Kyle Tucker. Bellinger brings something to the table that Tucker does not necessarily highlight as much: elite defense. We know this front office values run prevention, and Bellinger is a Gold Glove caliber defender who has proven he can handle the pressure of playing in big markets like he did with the New York Yankees. It might feel like a weird fit to some, but let's be honest, Tucker would have been a weird fit too, and they were willing to move heaven and earth to make that happen. If the pursuit of Bellinger does not materialize, the Jays are looking at internal options that, while talented, are unproven commodities compared to a star like Bichette. We are talking about guys like Nathan Lukes, who has been an average major league hitter but showed clutch genes by scoring the winning run in a World Series game. Or Joey Loperfido, who came up last July and was absolutely ridiculous at the plate for 6 weeks. But let's be real, Jays Nation. If you are acting like a financial bully in free agency, which we have been, spending over $337 million this winter on guys like Dylan Cease, then a pivot to Cody Bellinger should absolutely be within reach. We cannot leave Vladdy unprotected in that lineup. The exit of Bo Bichette marks the end of an era, but the response to this move will define the 2026 season. That is the situation with Bo and the potential pivot to Bellinger, but the news does not stop there. We have some spicy reactions from Yankees legends regarding this move, and a massive trade rumor involving our top prospect that you need to hear about.
Update 2. Rivalry reignited. Yankees legend reacts, and the offer Bo rejected. If you thought losing Bo Bichette was only painful for us north of the border, think again. The shockwaves of this move are being felt all the way down in the Bronx, and honestly, seeing our rivals panic is the only silver lining we have right now. Our second update today focuses on the massive fallout from Bichette signing with the New York Mets, specifically the reaction from New York Yankees legend CC Sabathia. The Yankees were reportedly heavy suitors for Bichette. They wanted him bad. But when the news broke that Bo chose the Mets, the crosstown rivals, Sabathia did not hold back. He took to social media platform X to post a meme that perfectly summed up the frustration of the Yankee universe. He was not overjoyed, to say the least. And why would he be? The Yankees failed to add a premier bat, and now they have to watch him play in Queens. But here's the detail that makes this situation even more interesting for us as Blue Jays fans. It turns out Bo Bichette did not just leave for the most money. He actually turned down a significantly larger guaranteed contract to sign with the Mets. According to Matt Gelb of The Athletic, the Philadelphia Phillies put a massive offer on the table, a 7-year contract worth somewhere in the range of $190 million to $200 million. Let that sink in. Bo walked away from nearly $200 million guaranteed because the Phillies would not give him a short-term deal. Instead, he took the 3-year, $126 million deal with the Mets because it gives him opt-outs after the first and second years. He is betting on himself to cash in again. It hurts to see him go, especially coming off such an impressive 2025 campaign where he hit 311 with 18 home runs, 44 doubles, and drove in 94 runs. His on-base plus slugging percentage was an elite .840, and we all remember his postseason performance during our run to the World Series, where he slashed 348 with 6 runs batted in. So what does this mean for the market now? Because the Yankees missed out on Bo, they are now desperate. They are turning their attention to the same target we discussed in the first update, Cody Bellinger. John Heyman reports that the Yankees and Mets could now enter a bidding war for Bellinger. This complicates things for the Blue Jays. If we want Bellinger to replace Bo's production, we are not just negotiating against ourselves, we are stepping into the ring with both New York financial powerhouses. It is not difficult to imagine CC Sabathia posting another angry meme if the Mets steal Bellinger away from the Yankees too. The stove is scorching hot, Jays Nation, and the fight for the last remaining elite bat is about to get ugly. Bo is gone, the Yankees are scrambling, and the price for Cody Bellinger just went up. But while the free agent market is chaotic, we have a massive decision brewing regarding our own roster that might be even more controversial.
Update 3. The controversial trade, why Jays must move top prospect now. We have talked about free agency heartbreak and rival reactions, but our final update today might be the most controversial topic of the entire offseason. It involves a homegrown talent that many of you have been waiting to see, but the hard truth is, it might be time to say goodbye before he even throws a pitch in the majors. We are talking about our top pitching prospect, Ricky Tiedemann. The Toronto Blue Jays are facing a win-now dilemma as spring training approaches. According to recent analysis, Tiedemann stands out as the clearest trade candidate, not because he lacks talent, but because of timing and the brutal reality of a championship mandate. Here is the situation. The Blue Jays selected Tiedemann to the 40-man roster on November 18, 2025 to protect him from the Rule 5 draft. This move started his service clock and burned a minor league option, even though he missed the entire 2025 season recovering from Tommy John surgery. For a rebuilding team, keeping him is fine. But for a team that just committed 14 years and $500 million to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and signed stars like Dylan Cease and Kazuma Okamoto, we cannot afford to wait on a rehab project. Tiedemann is reportedly healthy and throwing high-velocity bullpen sessions in Dunedin right now. This means his value is currently anchored in perception and pedigree. He is a high-value asset. However, once games start, the reality of returning from elbow surgery sets in: innings limits, command issues, and inconsistency. Medical prudence will likely cap him between 80 and 100 innings in 2026. In the American League East, a starter who can't give you length is a luxury we cannot afford. Furthermore, the internal hierarchy has shifted. Trey Yesavage, our first-round pick in 2024, surged through the system while Tiedemann rehabbed. With a rotation of Cease, Gausman, Berrios, and Yesavage, Tiedemann is now depth rather than a necessity. The proposal is simple but bold. Trade Tiedemann now, while his stock is high, to address our biggest weakness: the lack of a true power left-handed reliever capable of shutting down elite bats in October. This is not an indictment of Ricky's future. It is about maximizing value to win a World Series in 2026. The front office has signaled they are all in. Trading a prospect for a sure thing is the final piece of that puzzle. So there you have it, Jays Nation, a roller coaster of a day. We have officially lost Bo Bichette to the Mets, but we might be pivoting to Cody Bellinger to save the outfield defense. We have seen the Yankees fuming over losing their target, potentially sparking a bidding war. And finally, we are faced with the tough question of whether to trade Ricky Tiedemann to secure a championship-caliber bullpen. Now I want to hear from you. Are you heartbroken over Bo leaving, or do you think the money was too much? And what about Tiedemann? Would you trade our top prospect if it meant getting that final piece for the bullpen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them because this channel belongs to you, the fans. If you enjoyed this jam-packed update, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss breaking news about our Blue Jays. Stay loud, stay proud, and let's get ready for 2026. For the Toronto Blue Jays News Network, I'm signing off. Go Jays Go!